Alright, so this is our functions.php page. In order to get JavaScript to go, if you were just doing it the traditional way, you would have inside your header, you would put your script tags here. That was the old way. But the new way is to add your JavaScript right before the very end of your page. Now, you want to make sure that the WP footer that we talked about before is at the very end. But right before that, you're going to add all of your JavaScript. So here's my JavaScript. It's pointing to this script.js. This script.js is using jQuery and its document.ready wrapper function that's going to say, hey, make sure the entire DOM is created before we start doing this stuff. And this is going to go into the search box, and it's going to look for the placeholder attribute. And if the person clicks on it, it's going to make it empty, the value empty. And if they focus out or blur or click away, it's going to put the search text back. That's all that this jQuery is doing. So we're back here and we're in the functions.php page, which is saying, hey, if not admin, that exclamation point is the not symbol in PHP, and it's saying not on the admin section because WordPress out of the box comes with an older version of jQuery. It's not the most recent, but the admin section works with it. So we don't want to mess with that. But we want to use the latest and greatest on our stuff. So we deregister jQuery if it's not admin, and we load in the CDN of Google because other people are most likely going to have it. It's going to make our page load faster if this is cached, which is good and it's what we want. And then I load in or register my script.js. I give it a name, and then when I enqueue it, this is the order that that stuff's going to happen in. So I want jQuery, which is the latest and greatest jQuery, plus my custom stuff. So once I do that, then we check out our page. All right, so here's our page, and if the jQuery is working, I click here, and it should disappear, and I hit refresh to make sure. I click here, and it's not disappearing. So if I hit Control-Shift-I, and then I go and click console, it says doesn't understand this jQuery. All right, so let's see. Okay, so I ran into a bug here, and then I looked at this code here, and it says, hey, it's a syntax issue. You should use this instead of what I was using so that we don't have conflicts. So I just grab that, drop it in there, save it, and then refresh my page, and hopefully it works without a hitch. And it does. We don't get any errors in the console, which is nice. And then I click here and it disappears, and I click and it comes back. That's great. Now what if I wanted to move this? Well, I want to do that with CSS, and that can easily be done. I just go into the CSS file, and I've already created the CSS necessary. I'm just going to uncomment that. I need to position the container, search container, absolutely top left, top 330 pixels, left 200, and then the header tag, I give that a position of relative. So when I do that and I refresh the page, I then can move it, which is position it in CSS. Now the last thing I want to do is, this background is a JPEG and they don't allow transparent images, so I'm just going to open up Photoshop and make it a PNG and show you how to change that. So here are all the layers, and I'm interested in a particular section, so I'm going to Alt-click to get rid of everything except for that layer. And I need the arrow, and I'm going to need the box around it, and that's all I need. So once I have that, I create a slice around this section, and I've already done it. And then I got to give it a name. So I double-click, and I call it search-bg. Click OK, and then say File, Save for Web and Devices. And that window opens up. It's pretty large here, but what I want to do is say save, and it's going to go to the folder I want, which is in my assets images folder, and I want to make sure that I click here and I choose selected slices, and I don't want to make sure that there's no images placed in the images folder. That'll just mess things up, and that's exactly what that's saying. So once I do that, and I've chosen PNG, I hit save. I'm just going to replace that image that I had before. I go into my CSS, I change it from JPEG to PNG here, and then let's view it in the browser. Here's the old, here's the new, and we're done. Next video will be simple, adding YouTube to WordPress.